Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're all having an amazing week. Currently it is Wednesday and let's get right into the charts. Firstly, starting off with Bitcoin, you can see right here Bitcoin has just put in a lower high right here. Potentially this our high, and this could potentially be the lower high forming right here. Why I am telling you this? The structure right now is very interesting. You could see we did get accepted back into the range right here with Bitcoin falling below 70k. We are right now currently below the value area high, and also we got accepted back below the 200 EMA right here, as you can see. And last time we got accepted back below the 200 EMA, we got a dump of around 7, almost 8%, and right now if we measure like 7 to 8%, this could mean another retest to the lows of the range. Now there are some things that might change that today, and that is we have some very volatile news coming out today. We have in about a couple of hours CPI data coming out, so this could give us some very big volatility. We could see basically price do something like this. Of course, on the lower time frame, like the 5-minute, we could see a lot of volatility to the upside. Then to the downside, we could easily see something like this happening, which is why you gotta be careful trading around this news. But in my opinion, with how things are looking right now, we might get another retest of the value area high, potentially a bearish retest. And then depends how the data is looking, we could see lower, since the charts right now are not looking the best after we got accepted back into this range. I do want to believe that this time is different. You can see right here last time when we were basically right here, so we could say the same thing. Basically, I do think that last time we could have also pumped higher, but we didn't, and this time also everybody's thinking that we're gonna pump higher, but maybe, of course, as I said once again, we don't, because I do think that this range does have some more time to be playing out right here. As you can see, it is some very still, you could see if we measure it, this range was going on for around 60 days right here. And the range that we have right now has just going for around 33 days. So the range need to get bigger, in my opinion, before we see the next volatile move. But of course, there is also the possibility that if we manage to reclaim the value area high, so basically if we manage to stay above 70.3k, so basically above $70,000, we could consider the bullish scenario, and we could see this high right here get taken out and the lower high structure get invalidated. So this is the bullish scenario. Of course, if we look at it on the lower time frames, like the 15-minute, those are our daily pivots. You can see our daily open level is around 69.9. Daily pivot is just about 70k, but it already got tested, as you can see right here, multiple times. So right now the question is for the day, if we're gonna reclaim this pivot and go for the daily R1, which is sitting at around 71k, or we're gonna retest it and reject and go for the daily S1, which is sitting around 68k. As I said, I am not expecting that much to happen today, even with the news. Since last time, you can see right here the actual move happened during Friday. So basically right here Wednesday, Thursday, it was nothing much, and then once Friday came, you could see basically the whole day, Friday till Sunday, we dumped mostly. So this is why I am, of course, history does not always repeat, but it could very well be the same this time, since we are still in this range. If we look at some of the altcoins, you can see Ethereum right now currently trading around the weekly pivot. If we lose that weekly pivot, of course, we could see the PUC monthly open and the value area low level get retested again. So basically, this zone right here is a very massive support for it. If price manages to hold this, of course, we could then test the highs once again. Solana, same thing right here, currently trading around the weekly pivot and also the PUC. So if we manage to hold this level, then of course we could target the highs. But if we lose the levels, we are potentially going down to the range lows right here once again. Bitcoin on the 12 hourly is of course looking very interesting. You can see right here we have some nice moves, and right now if we start dropping like the last 3 to 4 times, you can see, as I said, history does repeat, but it is not the same every time, but it does repeat. However, if we look at the stock market, it is coming into some very key resistance, and this is where we actually rejected from yesterday. You can see we've only got a wick up above this key level that I have right here, this order block, but the S&P 500 did not manage to have a to get a candle body closure above this level. So we are right now, same thing right here, trading around the weekly pivot and just below this level. The Monday low is around 6,500. The Monday low for Bitcoin is basically at the value area high, value area low, excuse me, around 65.8k. So for Bitcoin, a move towards down there is going to be 5.5%, and for the S&P 500, move towards the Monday low is going to be around 3% right here, as you can see. So very interesting to see what is going to happen today. Of course, this is not a financial advice. This is just my outlook for the markets, and I do suggest that you don't take trades today because of the CPI data, or if you do, just use a stop loss, proper risk management, whatever. Just be very careful. If we look at the open interest and VWAP right now for Bitcoin, you can see right here we have price coming down, open interest also coming down. Basically we are flushing the open interest once again after those last time right here we've got some very nice open interest coming to the market. CVD was also bullish, but right now we are getting the open interest decreasing again. So this is of course not a good sign, and we are also trading below VWAP, as you can see. Liquidity, we have liquidity around 72k, and we have liquidity at 65k, of course. So we have liquidity at two of the most important levels right here, basically at the highs and at the range lows. So which liquidity is gonna be first? I do think that we might get a sharp move towards the upside and then a drop down, or it could be vice versa. We're gonna get the liquidity lows taken out first, and then price is gonna come back for the highs once again. Fear and greed index sitting around 25. We did get a nice sentiment reset. Of course, we're still in the fear. Until we get into like the neutral and the greed zone, we won't be getting a sentiment reset. You could see the last time we got into the neutral zone, Bitcoin went up all the way towards 97k, and after that we got that massive drop of around 40%. So of course you gotta be watching out for this. Spot ETFs, you could see we have 2 bullish days in a row, which is nice to see. Some institutional buying pressure in the markets. Long versus shorts ratio, let's see for the day. We do have more sellers as of right now, but only 22 billion of shorts, so volume is not that great as of right now. And as I said, we do have the news coming out today, and I do think that this would cover it for today, guys. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.